Hi, this is the answer to the instructor's question on what would I change in any of these consent forms. The only thing I would change is the one that I reviewed over North Carolina. I didn't really like the fact that emailing was a good way to go because somebody can hack into that email at any point of time. The only other thing that I don't agree with is and also with the Georgia one, it says that no text messaging or social media. It even goes as far as not leaving a voicemail because the voicemail can be easily listened to other than by the counselor. Another thing that I didn't really like with the whole Georgia thing is if your client misses 3 appointments, then they lose their eligibility for services. Now, does that mean like it's consecutive with not an excuse, or is it that, or like if they call, does that mean that they lose their eligibility, or is it meaning that they just are missing because they don't have an excuse? Um, and also, I thought that it was kind of weird how people who are being counseled can switch people with by their individual needs for another counselor, but it's harder for a counselor to switch their individual needs to help a client. I mean, if it's just like two war on war things, then it's just something that I just agree that maybe it could get worked out somehow. Um, Another thing is in Georgia, I don't like that your records are shredded after 7 years because what if you are diagnosed, like let's say in your adulthood, but if you went to a counselor as a child, what if you need those records of proving that you went to a counselor and you were already diagnosed, like let's say with bipolar? Then you would have to approve it another way or be considered re-diagnosed with testing. And another thing in the North Carolina thing that I read on Alicia's post was that counselors really don't have they could say that they don't want to diagnose you. I would feel like if I went to go see a counselor, then I would want to be diagnosed or the reason why I'm here and the reason why I do the things we do. Um, but I get that they're all code of ethics and everybody has a reasoning for it all. Those are the only things that I saw change or really iffy about it. Other than that, I agree with informed consent forms, especially through the confidentiality, the coordination of treatment, and the payment plans and all of that addressed with dealing with going to see a counselor. Thanks for letting me share.